fight coming up?
Next week Sunday, Frank.
So it's the end of training camp. Pretty much everything's done. You've done sparring? You've already finished your last sparring session, right?
Done. Yep. Finished all the hard training, all the high intensity training is all done. Now it's just polishing the sword, getting ready for war.
Normally I got to ask you how your weight is, but it's good now, right? Because you moved up and everything's solid.
Eating, yeah. Just no problems on the weight cut whatsoever.
So, are you still the same weight you used to be when you cut down to 55? Do you still weigh the same, but just now you have 15 pounds to play with?
Yes. I still actually, the walking weight's still the same. I haven't really picked up much more weight. I've been trying to do a little bit more strength and conditioning, pick up a few pounds of muscle, but that just takes time.
Yeah.
For now, I just feel like I'm performing at optimal. Everything's just, my body's connected. Everything's just running right and well.
Have you noticed that practices are better now that you're not worrying about, crap, I got to get more reps in because I got to lose weight?
Oh, tremendous more practices. It's like, I can honestly say, like, this is the most progression I've had since this move, the weight class up. Progression in just being better, making adjustments to every fight, and, just getting better and better at that. The plan last fight wasn't to block those punches with my face, I promise. We're gonna work on our angles, our head movement much more in this fight, and just not trying to replay the last fight at all.
You actually beat me to it. I was going to ask you about that in a minute. So I wanted to know what kind of defense was that. How do you block punches with your face so much? It seemed to work for you.
Some of my friends was like, "What? You just trying to let him punch your face till he gassed out?" I'm like, "Yup, pretty much."
It's a good game plan. It works. It works,
man. It works. Fuck, man. Yeah.
God, that sucks, man. Yeah, they're and you knew what to do. You knew you needed to move your head, but it just seemed like you couldn't get started. Was he just tricky with his punching that you just couldn't get out of the way, or was it like it doesn't hurt, I must take it?
I think I got more in the first round. That's when he landed the most punches on me. I feel I got egotistical. I let my pride get a hold of me, because I wanted to get one back from him. I wanted to get one. Cause I dropped him. He ran at me. He dropped me twice, and I'm like, ooh. Because when he dropped me the first time, I'm like, motherfucker, you dropped me. And I'm just like, I got to get one back. But after the ending of the round, like towards the ending, the last minute, and so like I'm like, hey, I got 10 more minutes of this. Like I need to stay on my workhorse. I need to stay on my game plan because I'm just trying to hit him with one punch and change the tide. But this is top level athletes and champion mindset. They don't just change the tide in one punch. You can't do that. This is not amateur fighting. This is not the beginning of my profession. And he's just tough. And I realized that at the end of the round. I punch guys and they give me space. This guy, I punched him, he dropped him, he ran right back at me. I was like, okay, I make my adjustments now. I feel there's a lot more I could have did. I feel like I should have put more volume into my punches, but I made the adjustments to calm myself down, not get egotistical, and be like, hey, you don't have to win, just don't lose right now. You don't have to win this, you just don't lose because we got 10 more minutes of this, and you train hard and you train smart. Don't be egotistical. Don't let your pride get a hold of you. Stick to the game plan. Stick to your workhorse. And I feel like that's what I did.
Well, now moving forward, Cerrone's not easy. Like, he's going to do the same thing. You hit him, he tends to come after you. You put him in a weird position, he'll try to sub you. Like, how are you going to counteract your ego this time?
I'm sorry, you broke up a little, Frank, on that one.
How are you going to counteract your ego this time with Donald swinging at you so much? Because he's going to stay in the pocket of the same thing. It's 2 fights in a row, just that Cerrone's better at it.
Yes. I feel he is better at the gunslinging, at the fight, staying right in the pocket, but that's where I'm going to have to utilize my footwork, my angles, and my head movement. I'm not saying I got to run around the cage, but definitely I have to be more strategic, and I feel this fight's it's a battle of positioning. We both fight much better going forward, both of us. So it's whoever makes the fighter go backwards is usually the one's gonna lose the fight. And that's my plan. Like me and him that's our weakest area is when we're fighting backwards. I've realized that. Like I break myself down. How do you beat Yancy? You push him backwards. That's where he's weakest in his fight style. And I feel like that's what I had to work on, especially just rolling into another camp. So I mean, everything was just great because I took that fight. I took 3 weeks off. I recovered well, and I just jumped right back into camp. You know, it started drilling again, and just it didn't feel like I lost anything. I just felt like I kept the snowball back rolling.
So how excited were you when you got the phone call that they wanted you to fight Cerrone? Is this a big fight for you? You know, on a emotional level, on a personal level?
You know, like this. Honestly, Frank, this is how the fight came to be. My manager seen Cerrone asking for a fight. I believe it was around in late December, almost Christmas time, and he sent me a text. He screenshot it. He sent me a text. He's like, "Oh, Cerrone's asking for a fight," and I'm like, "Hell yeah! Call up Sean Shelby. Tell him I'm gonna fight March 3rd. If you're looking for a fight." He talked to Sean Shelby. Sean Shelby came back with this, and I was like, "Yup, you know, it is 2 weeks. It is here, but if you're looking for a fight, I don't think 2 weeks is gonna really dramatically change my fight. You know, my fight style and fighting someone. So I took the fight,
Well,
and
plus,
I feel like."
originally you were trying to get on that March 3rd card because Max was going to fight, you know, Edgar on it, so this makes sense to be on that card.
Yeah.
But now with how everything shook out with that one, Max is now hurt and had to pull out of it. It ends up working out. You have a main event. You are the main spot for this fight now, and so it ends up working out as opposed to being prelims or early card on Max's card. You obviously get to host your own card.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand. There's a lot of Texans. They're very upset, but hey, all I did was say yes and sign the contract.
Yeah.
You know, and I honestly, I would be upset if I was in my hometown and somebody else got the main card, and you know, it's not me or Max or some Hawaiian. But like I said, I just said yes and I signed the contract. They put me there. I never asked for what spot. I would have fought on the first fight on that card if it was that way. But they wanted me in the main, and I feel them doing that is, you know, UFC is really looking to put money and invest in me. So I gotta show them that I'm gonna be a company man.
Well, let's move forward a little bit because obviously Dana White was on Fox yesterday talking about, you know, Russia and Hawaii. They're gonna do both, but when is the question? Which one is first? So the UFC comes to Hawaii. You're telling me that if they come to Hawaii and you're not on that card, you're gonna have to throw, you know, you're gonna have to speak out loud. Like, you need to be on that card if it's coming to Hawaii, right?
Yes, I mean that's definitely what I want. I've been fighting for that. That's the reason why I took that Brazil fight last year with Ronaldo. They're like, "Hey, Yance, you get on this, you take this fight when UFC Hawaii comes, you get a spot guaranteed." I'm like, all right, I took it, but things didn't pan out. You know, I ain't tripping on it. But now it seems like, you know, the steps is everything's meant to be.
Well,
everything's meant to be.
You just jump right back into a training camp, and potentially it could be June or July that they're in Hawaii. Are you going to be ready to do battle that quick again? Because you've had 2 long training camps. You add a new weight class. You're trying to do a lot more strength and conditioning. Now all of a sudden, you know, if it's June, let's just say it's June. I'm speculating. Let's just say it's June. You're right back in camp again. Like, there's no break for you at all to get prepped for a big fight, and you've got to win. You've got to showcase because it's at home. So like that becomes even a more high pressure, bigger deal than even being the main event against Donald Cerrone. Now all of a sudden at home, it's all like, dude, aunties and uncles and brothers, everyone's watching. Like, I gotta show out. So that training camp's gonna be even tougher. Would you be ready in June or July?
Oh, most definitely. I'm trying to stay busy in this one. The last 2 years, from 2016 and 17, I had only 4 fights. You know, and I would like to fight 3 times, 4 times a year.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is a quick turnaround for me. It is quicker than I expected, but I feel like I'm ready. I feel like I'm a top contender, and you know, I gotta make the moves. Last year, I wanted to show the welterweight that I'm relevant, that I belong in this weight class, and I feel like I've proven that. Now I'm gonna show the welterweight that I belong at the top, and I have to take all these welterweights. You know, there's a bunch of them talking, and like, I ain't even trying to talk. I let my hands do the talking. Yeah. And then look what happened. They put me on the main card with Donald Cerrone at number 10. You know, he's the 10th he's 10th in welterweight, and I'm 15, and they're just making these moves for me because I ain't talking. I'm just working.
Yeah. And that's one of the differences that I've noticed lately in your attitude, not only the new weight class, but also too, like, you're not, for a second you try to buy into the hype. Like, if I want to get money, I got to start hyping. Otherwise I'm not going to get paid, because that was the way that the sport was going. And you immediately kind of went, you know, that's not my style. I'm going to go reverse. I'm just going to stop talking and just go fight. And it's worked for you. And most guys, it doesn't work. If they don't talk, it doesn't work. for you, it's working.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, it's like, I'm a talker outside the cage. You know, I love to talk. I love to mingle. But when it comes to the whole fight game, then be like, who the fuck is Yancy? What the fuck you got to do? What you got? What do you have to bring to this company for us to invest in you? It ain't talking.
Yeah.
It's working. And that's what you got to do. If you're a great talker and you can work, great. It's even more so on your part. But for me, it's like, I ain't trying to talk, trying to make statements. My feet and my hands will make the statement, and UFC will put the moves in, and they'll make the investment. That's what I want to be. I don't want to be an asset to this company. I want to be an investment. I want them to know that I'll be a company man. I'm ready to fight and give everyone a show. This is not a fight life. This is an opportunity to make money. And that's what I need to do. And I just need to shut up and get going, because I don't have any power to be saying anything I want and expecting things to change. There's guys at higher ranks talking, and they ain't getting no play either from the bosses, from the guys upstairs. So what? So for me, it's just logical. I'm gonna just shut up and work. That's all I can do. I ain't gonna beg for anything. I'll just let them know that I'm ready, and I'm ready to be a company man. And I feel, you take care of the company will take care of you.
So what did you have to do different in this training camp then, other than strength and conditioning? Because you say you're trying to get a little more strength on, but what else did you have to do different for this one, because it was such a quick turnaround, and that you are trying to prove to the UFC that you are a company guy?
I feel like I've stayed on the same path. I mean, like, nothing dramatically changed. It's just everything worked out for my last fight when it came to strength and conditioning, on my cardio. Everything paid off that way. It was just making the adjustments and fixing the things I needed to fix, which is fighting off my moving backwards, better head movement. And, you know, I just, like I said, the last fight, I got caught up with just trying to get back with him. You know, I want to show UFC, I want to show everyone that I'm there. I'm a complete fighter, and I ain't just a fighter that can take punches. I'm a fighter that can fight and end people. You know, I'm not trying to. Everyone's like, oh, another fight of the night. I'm like, I don't want no fight of the night. I want performance of the night. The fight of the night means we both got an ass beat. You know what I mean? It's like, right? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, it is 50,000, but we both got an ass beat on that fight. Like, fight of the night. You know what I mean? It's just, that's how I take it. You know, I'm looking for the performance. If I can't punch your head off, I'm trying to rip it off, most definitely.
So the only way that this fight can really be for you is that you've got to win it in dynamic fashion. Let's play a knockout or a submission. And then do you feel like that a decision will prove to the company that you're still a company guy? Because it is Donald Cerrone. Like, you can beat a guy like that in a decision and still get a lot of props depending on how the decision goes.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I never train for a decision. I don't like leaving it in the judges' hands. To me, that's a gamble. It's a gamble. I don't care how good I felt I did in the fight. I left it in their eyes. I left it in their hands to make the judgment call for me. And that's not something I trained for. You know, like I said, this is a business of entertainment, and that's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be entertaining. There's great fighters out there. You know, like, for example, like Jake Shields. I think he's phenomenal at what he does. But obviously the company didn't see something in him that was entertaining enough. So it's like, I feel he's great. You know, I roll with him. I train with him. But I don't know why UFC dropped him off the one loss. It's just, I guess, whatever the reasons was, it's a money reason or whatnot. It's like, I don't want to be in that predicament where I feel like I'm a great fighter, but the company doesn't feel that way about me.
So did you do all your training in Hawaii, or did you have to go back up? Did you go back up to Northern California for part of it too?
No, I actually base myself all at home now.
Okay.
Just because being at home is much easier for me with recovery, with just getting everything I need. I mean, I'm pretty much on the same schedule and same regimen as Max. You know, we're main training partners. He's my main sparring partner. So I mean, I get great looks. I'm a world champ, and then I have all the same coaches that are just indulging in me and making me better. Like, I just feel like everything that's been going on at home has made me much better and made me let the people see that the real Yancy that everyone else sees in the gym.
Okay, last question before I let you out of here. How's your daughter doing?
Oh, my daughter is great. And you know what's even more great? Her tuition for her school.
Oh, island
That's
problems.
just phenomenal.
Oh,
I'm
geez.
fighting because
Come on, you gotta give me a performance tonight. I got tuition. I gotta pay tuition.
Nah, I don't pay fucking bills, man. My college driving me broke, but that's the mission, you know. It's not for me to just get ahead. It's for everyone I love to get ahead, and I'm just making the move. And I'm paying the bills. I'm shutting up, and I'm letting my hands speak for myself. And when I'm in that octagon, when it's time to talk, I will talk. I just don't feel like right now. You know, I don't think talking will do anything for me. I think just walking the walk and showing everybody what I do. Try to be a goat like you, Frank, and just fucking do it.
Well, you know, sometimes you're the goat, sometimes you're the sheep. Just kind of depends on the day.
Right. I totally get what you mean, but we try to be goats all the time, right?
All the time. Hey, yeah, thanks for coming on here, man. I appreciate it. I know it was a long day for you and just getting home from practice, so we really appreciate you coming on here.
Oh, it's good. Always good talking to you, Frank. You my brother.